Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Aries, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles showing up in reverse for your person. They're viewing you as the Seven of Cups. All right, and okay, the Six of Pentacles, their future actions. Okay, so it looks like you have somebody here who's getting some clarity about their feelings here for you and this connection. This may be somebody here who's been holding back. All right. We see the Five of Wands here. So they may have been feeling a little bit conflicted, or there's been some fighting, bickering, and arguing here. Their energy may have also been a bit scattered, so they could be pulled in a lot of different directions. This could be due to other options. It could be due to work or responsibilities. But it feels like this person was holding back on you, Aries. So this could be somebody you've been flirting with, a secret admirer, or of course it could be somebody that you've had some sort of conflict or fracture with. But I do feel like they do want to work things out. They're definitely getting clarity about you in this connection. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. So they're reacting here to some sort of painful ending. Now, obviously that could be between you and them. It may also be that they're still reacting to old wounds or a relationship that didn't work out. Yeah, and they're a little bit, they're lacking confidence, or they're a little bit one foot in the door, one foot out, because of whatever that painful ending might be. Now, it may also be that this person has experienced some sort of, tragic personal loss here, that has just knocked their confidence, has maybe split their focus. But they're viewing you as the Seven of Cups in reverse. So they're getting a lot of clarity here about you, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this person is definitely seeing your worth and your value, Sagittarius energy, and the Four of Swords in reverse. Interesting. This person also knows that you're not going to wait around. They might be also worried, or maybe they've gotten wind of other people interested in you. They may know that they've hurt you in this process, or disappointed you in this process. So we see the Six of Pentacles, their future actions, and the Moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy. We also have strong Aries, Leo, Sag. We have strong Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fortune, but also the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. This person is about to reveal real, deep, romantic feelings for you. They may even come in and let you know what's been going on with them behind the scenes. They're seeing a way forward here. And we see the Three of Cups energy in reverse. They're going to tell you about what has been interfering in this connection. Now, it could be an ex, it could be their old wounds. They may have heard some gossip, and that gossip might include Aries is moving on. Aries has other options. But I do feel like you're going to be getting truth and clarity. And this person, with the Six of Pentacles, they do want to make it up to you. They want to bring this connection into balance. And if this is a secret admirer, this is them just asking you out. I also see with the Three of Cups energy in reverse, they're seeing that this is a soulmate connection. And I kind of feel like they don't want anybody else to have you. That's the energy I'm getting. My Aries, how you're feeling? The Devil card, Capricorn energy. So you may be, questioning, is this a healthy connection? Are there negative attachments here that are going to, affect this connection? Is this a good idea for me? But you may also be in an energy of stressing and obsessing about this person and what's going on here, because it does look like there's been some sort of disappointment. And like I said, your person most likely has had their focus has been split. They may be experiencing some drama and chaos here, or you're not sure if they're, have they healed their wounds from the past. All right, but it does look like they want to come in and make it up to you and reveal the truth about what's going on, how they're really feeling. All right, and the Devil card, Capricorn energy, is also an indication of putting in hard work, willing to, fight for a connection as well, because Capricorn energy doesn't stop until it gets what it wants, right? So, a lot of my Aries, you're like, this is something worth, working through, persevering. There's worth and there's value here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about them. Yeah, this person is freeing themselves up from something, where their energy has been hemorrhaging. They've had a split focus, something that was holding them back. It feels like they're letting go of that, although they still might be reacting to this. It's like they're getting out of their head. We see the temple path. Yeah, so they're getting divine guidance. Maybe dream messages, signs, synchronicities from the universe about this connection. I'm getting like an opened crown chakra. So not only connected to source energy, but also seeing clearly there's a spiritual connection here and adjacent possibilities. Yeah, this person's energy is no longer split, or their focus is no longer split. So this to me is telling me that they do see a path forward. They're eliminating noise or other options or interference. And we see walking away energy in reverse, telling me that this person is coming back around to you. Now, not all of you is this an ex, right? This might be somebody you're flirting with. This might be somebody you've been on a date or two with. But this person definitely does not and is not ready to walk away from this connection just yet. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see what might be blocking this person. What might be blocking this person? Yeah, we see soulmate only. You have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. So I do kind of feel like, Aries, this is somebody who's definitely reacting to a relationship that didn't work out, that they thought was going to be forever, or they thought was their soulmate. And this could be, many years ago. This could be somebody they were once married to. This could be their last relationship. Okay, so they may have had a hard time getting over that, is what I'm getting. All right, but I do think they are. And we see staying stuck. You keep repeating old patterns, so it's time to try something new. All right, yeah, so I think they realize it's time to try something new, and I feel that something new is this relationship, or at least doing things differently within this connection. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What would they like to say to my Aries, please? What does this person want to say to my Aries, please? All right, my heart is telling me just do it. Yeah, and not only their heart, I feel like their spirit guides, their angels, like I said, they're getting dream messages, constant reminders of you, or like a nudge or a push towards you. And I'm more affected than you know. Now that may be by what's going on in this connection with you, Aries, but it may also just be like, they may be maybe played down how much this Ten of Swords, this ending, this other connection, or this personal loss has really affected them. We do see that they're still trying to figure out the right words to say to you. Okay, so they may need some time there. All right, let's see if there's anything hidden here that my Aries need to be aware of. Is there anything hidden that my Aries need to be aware of? All right, you are like no other. Yeah, and them viewing you as the Wheel of Fortune here really does tell me they see you as, they see your worth and your value, and they see that you're like no other. Nobody compares to you. And you and this person may come from divergent backgrounds, so that can be a different race, religion, tradition, different socioeconomic backgrounds, and we see learning from past mistakes. So yeah, this is them, learning their karmic lessons and kind of waking up to this connection and waking up to what they stand to lose if they watch you walk away or they let you get away here. So we definitely see them coming in to heal things with you, coming in with truth and clarity, talking about, telling you about third-party interference. And again, that's not always romantic rivals. It can be work, it can be responsibilities, it can be that Ten of Swords that they experienced. And their very next action towards you, Aries, we have the Ace of Swords. So that tracks. This is someone here who's coming in with truth and clarity. Empress energy. They're really stepping up here. They're really stepping up here. All right. And they want a new beginning. And what I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune, this is that karmic lesson. And I feel like they're stepping up. They're aware of this. Okay. And yeah, and that has been, and that's what was creating this Five of Wands energy. That was what's holding them back. But it does feel like that karmic lesson has been learned, right? And they're coming towards you. So beautiful energy for those of you that definitely want a fresh start here with this person. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know about, what advice do we have for my Aries, please? What advice do we have for my Aries? So you're carrying more than your share, and that definitely feels like it. You may have been the one making advances, planning things, taking one step forward while they were maybe taking one step back. But they recognize that, because the Six of Pentacles tells me they recognize that you are carrying more than your fair share, and it does feel they want to balance those scales of justice. You're safe to wait, Aries. Okay, so Spirit's saying there's really no rush here. All right, and you can close this thought loop. So you don't need to, you don't need to spend hours and hours thinking about this, stressing about this. They're coming in to give you the truth and to make it up to you. And you don't need permission from anybody, right? To do what you've got to do. All right, so I'm going to leave this here, Aries. Sending you love and light. Take care.